they're forcing Advantage Plus now on everybody,
Oh wow.
which is, like basically the fucking display network for Facebook ads.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. So I think they're like rolling that out like soon. Festival, you've been like working with Dustin on that, right? Like it's right
Yeah.
now we can turn it off, but they're changing it where you can't, right?
Yeah. Now you can't turn it off at all. Like there's no way that you can turn it off.
Right now
Every
we can't.
Yeah, now we can't. Like
Oh, okay.
last week we could, but this week we can't anymore. So I'm talking to their support team just to see what's up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a dead end. Mhm.
Wow. You should reach out to Lloyd, Rob. Maybe he knows.
Yeah, right. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, man. Send him a message.
Armando too. Armando's got a workaround. We've been talking to him. Armando's the one whose course I recommended you guys in school.
Yep.
Armando's a fucking ace, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's always like he's the guy who's always like ahead, like testing things and not using them yet on clients and seeing if they work or not.
Hell
So
yeah.
he's always ahead of this stuff. So we gotta I'm gonna see what's up with him and see what we got going on. Because if we like the biggest thing about Advantage Plus that the issue is that people a lot of the leads that come through it are coming from out of location, and that
I
looks
heard that it
really
doesn't regard
bad.
your locations.
What's
Yep.
up?
I heard it doesn't regard your locations.
No, dude, it's not good. Like, did you hear the whole thing about Advantage Plus is forcing everyone now? Like, you can't turn it
Are
off.
they really? Everything
Yes.
has to, you can't target by radius,
I don't
city?
know. No, no. I think you can target locations whatever you want, but you're forced to leave Advantage Plus on, which is basically like the fucking display network. So it's just like going to show your ads
Oh, it's going to put
right
them
all
in the
over.
feed
I
all
guess,
over.
man. I don't know.
You
Fessel and
can't
Dustin
do
have been.
you can't do demographics anymore, and you can't do gender locations. You can't do age restrictions anymore. So it's like,
Well,
for
that's everything I did.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's only for
Yeah.
new.
What the hell
It's
can you
only
do?
for it's only for
So
new
we could
accounts
just
though.
run ads and give them money.
It's a
Pretty much.
they want Facebook ads to be smart campaigns, essentially. That's all they want. You
Oh,
just click a button and you turn it on, and
Hey,
that's it. Worked out well for Google, didn't it?
gets
real
better every
well.
day.
Multi-billion-dollar company. You can't figure out how to just keep leads in a location.
I'm selling hot dogs, man. I'm selling hot dogs.
You tell you what, it'd be a lot stressful, less stressful job, man. Get a couple carts.
At the end of the day, I roll that cart into the garage.
I
Didn't
love
like
it.
the hot dog? I'll give you a free hot dog.
Mhm.
Whatever.
So now that's going to be the new stress factor for the next 30 days is figuring out how to transition everyone who's getting hammered with shit leads from Facebook.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah, Fessel, it's only on new Google Ads accounts, or I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Facebook Ads accounts, right? The old
it's only a
accounts,
new one.
aged
Yeah.
accounts, it's
Mhm. And it's not only on new accounts as well. It's doing like a demographic. So on the west side, any new accounts on the west side, that's where you'll see this new update. But on the East Coast or any of those accounts, they don't. They have an old one. So I
yeah.
think it's doing mismatch on new accounts.
Really?
Yeah,
What
that's the
what
issue.
about starting what about starting like a new account now? Like if you had a new account on the East Coast, would it still do that?
Yes, on some we've seen that it does, but on the others, it's just like a normal Facebook ads account and it's doing like normal ads.
Wow. I was gonna say use a VPN to just change the location if that's the case, right?
We have to then tell the client to like, change the VPN. It's a whole long procedure then that they
Right.
Yeah.
have to, yeah.
That's a
So it's
pain in
not
the
that
ass,
bad.
man.
Yeah,
Wow.
it
Yeah.
sucks. Dude, I don't think Corey's showing up. I
Hmm.
don't, sorry guys, I don't think he's showing up.
It's all good. Maybe it's a different time zone, Rob.
I don't know. I mean, I told him the time zone. And I just emailed him. Anyways, yeah, so we might as well just stay on topic then about Advantage Plus because that's going to affect anyone who's running Facebook ads.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, Faisal, it's not an issue then for someone who has an aged account.
Yeah, it's not an issue for them, right?
Damn. They're grandfathered in.
Yeah, so that might be a thing. A workaround might be, I know you can buy aged Facebook ad accounts. I don't know how ethical that is, but oh, he's in Phoenix. Maybe he does think it's 2 hours behind, 3 hours.
Hey, there you go. That'll be a good little business opportunity for you, Rob. Start buying
Yeah,
up everyone's shit Facebook.
I, I
Get
got
paid.
enough jobs, man. I
I hear
don't
you.
need any more.
That's funny.
Mark, you guys are doing Facebook ads now, right?
Yeah, and I
How's that?
stole everything from Armando. Was that
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And then a little bit from your buddy from the cabin in England.
Alex.
Yeah, they've been kicking ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, waiting for feedback, of course, which I may never get
yeah.
from clients, but the ones that we've run using Armando's methodology have been solid.
It works, man. Those work really well. And
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like we're doing roofers now in there, and we're getting roofing leads for like $50, and they're like good leads.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Those leads are like fucking $200 in Google.
You guys followed the structure from Armando? What, he's got a course or something on school?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, exactly the same structure as that. We built out our entire internal fulfillment based on that, and like he consulted with us and helped us get everything set up. But
Nice.
yeah, man, it's
yeah, we're
great.
getting like housekeeping leads at $15 type of thing.
Yeah,
Even
Wow.
even if some of them suck, but we put some friction in there. You
yeah,
know,
definitely. You have to.
there's some basic stuff like you need your house cleaned. No, okay, you know.
I'll never understand that the people run Facebook ads and then it goes right to a lead form where it's just name, phone number, email, and then it's like, all right, we generated you 20 leads last month. Like,
I
yeah,
see those posts on Facebook all the time.
yeah, these leads fucking suck, man.
Yeah, we
They're like
generated
fake.
783 leads last month at $11 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you need the pre-qualifiers in there for sure.
Yeah, but getting feedback from clients is always a tad challenging, as you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, nobody lets me talk to anybody, so you know how
I
that goes.
get filtered out. I say stuff and then Lexi
Yeah.
turns it into something I didn't say.
I think I told you guys this before. Well, first off, they stopped tagging me in emails unless it's a serious emergency. Now, secondly, when I used to respond, they would take my entire comment and email and put it through ChatGPT and say, make this softer. Fessel knows. Because the way I talk is just the way I write. It's not like it's aggressive. It's just like, it's the way I talk.
I would love to hear your response to some emails like, what the fuck are you thinking, you dumbass?
Yeah.
They're like, no, Rob, no.
It's more like, here's a problem, and I'm like, get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Yeah,
I don't care. Get rid of them.
that's usually the main reply. Just fire him.
Yep,
We
fire
have-
'em.
That's the
They
exact
get-
conversation we had yesterday. I'm like, I'll just email her right now and tell her to fuck herself.
Yep. Dude, it's like you're bogging everyone's time down.
Yeah.
I got 6 people. Fessel's so busy and he's getting bogged down with this bullshit. I'm like, get rid of him. He's wasting everyone's time.
Yep.
It's $500, $700, whatever it is. Like, it's not the end of the world. It'll suck, but whatever. We'll get a new person in, and
Yep.
let them down gently. I'm not saying be an asshole and like fire somebody, but like just be like, listen, it's not working out. Here's some recommendations of other people you can go with if you want. Like,
Yep.
I'm not like a total dick about it, but like,
We're
dude, we
telling
can't-
you how to run the campaign.
yeah, and that's
Ask
what
you
it
the
is.
same stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
That's the
we need
worst.
this many leads a
Yeah.
day, and we need you to cap click costs at this. I'm like,
yeah,
you can run yourself.
yeah.
Good. But we only can cap click costs if we run max clicks anyway. So, and we don't want
The click cost thing is my biggest, like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, all right, well, I only want to spend $3 on a click. All right, well, you're a fucking plumber, dude. So you need to have realistic expectations here.
you're in
It's
2003.
$47 for a click in your market. You want to
Turn
spend
on the search partner network.
Yeah, right.
And it's
Turn on
$2 a
display.
click.
Well, I heard
Yeah.
PMAX works really well. Oh, okay. All right.
50
Sure.
cents.
Yeah, PMAX is great.
See all those leads?
Fantastic. So many leads. Why are they
So
from China? Because you're in a bot farm, dude.
So funny, man. Yeah, it's really important if you find a bad apple like that. It's like, I'm paying 6 people to reply to you right now. Like, no,
Yeah.
just next, like, sorry,
Yeah,
it didn't
it's
work
just-
out. Yeah.
It's just a whole mentality thing. And Fessel can attest to this. Fessel was like employee number 2, actually. Right, Fessel? You're the second one. Ryan was first.
Yep.
And Fessel's been there since forever. And our mentality has always been like, next. Right?
Yep.
If it's a huge problem, next. Like, let's go. Like, don't waste everyone's time.
Straight up.
And probably not the best way to do it, but that's how we do it.
Mhm.
I know Mark does it that way too.
even for wins
You
as
can
well.
there's
So
only
they,
so much you can
yeah,
do. That's why
yeah.
we avoid having big clients.
Oh God, I can imagine. What'd you say, Faisal?
Even for wins as well, like when we have a huge win, we always go like next.
Yep.
What's next?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Next big win. Let's go. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't have patience. It's which is terrible, but there's people who are better at it than I am.
So what
Anyway,
do you guys use for reporting, for like reporting to the clients?
who? Anybody in here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone?
what do you guys use for reporting? Anyone? Just chime in.
We use a Looker Studio dashboard, and we use what converts, what automatically comes out at the end of the month, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And I don't do any other reporting unless it's absolutely requested, or if it's like e-commerce, they sometimes want it.
And that's free
No one
too,
needs
isn't
a
it?
fucking report. Sorry.
No. That's free, isn't it?
What? Looker?
Google Studio.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a dashboard they'll never check.
That's like our next constraint we need to solve is reporting because it's like $1,500 a month right now. It's ridiculous.
I just never did it. Like my first client, I did it and I kept simplifying it. He's like, we don't know what this means. You don't have to send reports.
Yeah.
Like, and what convert sends a nice thing. Like you got this many calls, this many forms. It's up over this month, down over that. And that's what they care about. And it
Yeah.
automatically goes to their email. It's unbranded. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, we had Active Campaign for years and then we had GHL and we were paying for both. Active Campaign was like $600 a month and we finally pulled the trigger and got rid of it, moved everything to GHL, like all of our contacts, all that stuff. But we were doing that forever, man. That was a huge waste of money.
Unless you're spending $100,000 a month or something on ads, you don't need to know anything.
No.
And they don't need to know what you're doing. I have like 3 client calls a month and I hate all 3 of them.
That's great. What niches are they in?
Oh, kitchen and bath, my
Mhm.
favorite, because you can't get them leads.
Nope.
Uh,
Those are fun. That's
and
always a landing page.
everything goes to a machine and makes people select, press this, press that. So I keep showing them every month, 50% of your calls, because you didn't get any leads.
Yeah.
50% of your calls, people just don't want to deal with just pick up the phone,
Yeah.
please.
It's the worst, man. Especially when you put so much time and effort, like your team does, into building these campaigns and getting them going, keeping them on the rails. They're getting calls and they're not answering them. It's like come on. It sucks. It's annoying more than anything.
And then I searched for my ad and I didn't see it. So I just want to reach through the Zoom call.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we found great success lately. I don't know how many of you guys use GHL, but like we've been trying out actually, I think Rob, you've been making a bunch of videos about the voice AI.
Yep. They've been using it.
We've
Only for
tried on a few
T-Mobile, though.
clients.
It
I'm
only
sorry.
works for T-Mobile. They have to have T-Mobile or it doesn't work. The missed call part.
Oh, really?
Dude, Verizon does not work. We cannot get it to work. Even after the client switches the settings to what it needs to be, it doesn't work. It's only if they have T-Mobile. I don't know what it is. And it's only for the missed call piece, though, not the whole voice AI thing.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
Sorry, go ahead,
Yeah.
though. I cut you off. I was just...
No, you're good, brother. Yeah. Yeah. For some of our clients, it's worked really well. I mean, we just prompted with, our techs are busy. I'm an intelligent blah, blah, blah. Let me take your name and number and,
Yeah.
we'll reach back out to you. And like, I'm surprised, like people leave their name and number.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I
at
love
least
that.
for, like,
I love that approach, too, that you got set
catch
up.
that.
That's a great way to, like, kind of ease into it. It's like, hey, we're busy and I'm a voice intelligent AI or whatever. And I love that. That's really cool. It works.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we're trying
It works.
to figure out how we can get rid of our IVR in our agency and just have one of these things just take everything and kind of drop it in the right bucket instead of I hate the IVR stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We're trying to figure out how to do that. I guess our next step is like I think they released it, right? It can actually like book an appointment based on calendar.
Yeah.
That's our next step. Just for some of our clients, like they're with services, it's like kind of hard I'm trying to figure out how to marry the two between like House Call Pro and
Yeah.
DHL. It's like almost, I don't know.
I would imagine probably it's going to have to be zapped or something like that. There's got to be there's some way to do it. Someone will figure it out. But yeah,
Yeah.
we don't really have people who book stuff, which is our issue. It's more like, they just want phone calls. Or if we do book in their schedule, they probably won't even show up anyway because no one looks at anything, which is another.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always hate trying to get people to book because nobody wants to do it, and you haven't
Yeah.
talked to them. You need it,
Yeah.
unless it's like maybe mobile auto detailing, but I feel like most people need
Yeah.
to talk to their clients rather than get a booking.
A lot of people want to talk to someone first before, at least I do, right? I don't just
Right.
book into a calendar. If I call for, a service for something, and I always just want to talk to someone just so I can kind of just re-verify, like, here's what I need. You can fix it, right? Or you can do this. And
Yeah,
Right.
dinner I'll book, but nothing
yeah,
else.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
that's
I
the
mean,
easiest
yeah.
business.
And maybe that's the angle we'll take to, yeah, like to avoid the headache entirely. Like, hey, we captured it. It's now the ball's in your court.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't getting back to them, I mean, not our problem to a degree.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's only so much that we can do as agency owners and marketers. And at some point it has to get handed off, and whoever we're handing it to has got to have some kind of sales system in place. Anything. The guys who are just sitting in their car and they're taking phone calls, it's problematic because there's no structured system to like, produce some kind of predictable outcome. It's like a one-off every time they take a call. It might work, it might not work. So we really try to look for that now when we are in the onboarding process of like having somebody with some kind of SOP to take these calls.
Yeah.
In dental, it's a big problem, right? Because the receptionists are taking the calls and they're not salespeople. They're not appointment setters.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's not
Were you
really.
guys talking about like AI agents? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. GHL agents, the AI agents.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I
It's
just
really
saw
cool, dude.
dude, I know. I just saw a video this week actually that was saying that everybody was raving about Arnold Schwarzenegger's like podcast that he did. And they're like, man, everyone loves this podcast, but nobody knows that Arnold never said a word. AI agents just like
Yes.
copied his voice and did the whole thing, you know?
Dude, me and Ed share memes all day long of Arnold Schwarzenegger, people talking in Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice. It's the greatest thing ever. He's like singing songs and shit, and it's all like AI.
So funny.
That's funny.
Speaking of the agents, though, Rob, what are some, like I said, when we introduced it, we're just like, hey, we're trying out a new feature, save you time, money.
Yeah.
We haven't put like a price on it, if you will. Are there any ideas as far as like what people are charging for that
Yeah,
service?
so we keep it as like a low tier 297 or 197. It really depends. Justin has flexibility to sell it at what it is. It's all just like bottom line layup stuff anyway, because the cost to do it is like nothing. I think it's 99 bucks, right? A month to run it. So if we did 197, we're doubling and there's no maintenance on it, right? It just runs.
Right.
Like I think we onboarded 3 of them. Fessel, you might have to back me up on that. 2 or 3 of them in the last month. We had to drop 2 because Verizon didn't work. But the T-Mobile
Yeah.
guy's stuck, and we haven't even heard from them. Like it just, it just runs. So it's super sticky, which is what I like. I will take low ticket stickiness all day, every day, over high ticket, high pain in the ass. I just don't, I don't want to bog our team down with somebody who's going to email in 15 times a day asking questions. But yeah, I like the low ticket sticky stuff. But yeah, 297 is where I think the sweet spot is for it. And if you really just kind of position the value, like you're never missing a call again, which is huge, man. Especially in like you guys all know, like if somebody doesn't answer the phone, you pay $40 for a phone call or $100 for a phone call. Like that's an expensive thing to miss. So at least this thing is grabbing some information, the name, email, what they're looking for, depending how you have it set up to ask. What niche are you in where you're using it?
We're doing this in appliance.
Oh, nice. So you get the appliance brand and phone number, name, email, all that stuff.
Yeah, essentially, just like name, phone number, what's going on.
Oh, nice, cool.
And
so it gives a little summary then to your client, and
yeah,
that's great.
Well, we're averaging. I mean, they get probably like I was just looking at the latest style. Like I mean, out of say like 100 and so far like this month, 150 leads. Like we've captured 50 of them. Out of 150 good phone calls, we've captured like 50.
That's awesome, man. 50 that were missed, or 50?
50 that AI grabbed.
Oh, got you. That's awesome.
So would have been missed for whatever reason.
Yeah, Eric, GHL, Fessel said, GHL AI missed call. It's the product's AI agent or whatever they call it, but the way we sell it, that we have it set up, is that the AI agent will take over after, X amount of rings if the client doesn't answer the phone, and then it kind of turns into an answering service, which I think answering services are fucked, man. With when this technology evolves, just like I don't know, 6 months from now, like how
Yeah.
can you even have people doing this anymore? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say the one of my clients, he's actually like once we started ramping him up, he's like, "Hey man, did you guys offer an answering service?" And like I was talking to House Call Pro, they quoted me $150 a week, and it only includes so many,
Yeah,
probably phone calls. I don't know how many, but probably
yeah.
not unlimited. So yeah, if you can throw this their way, like $300, like
Oh my
unlimited, like
God, dude, it's a total win. Yeah, it's huge.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
Especially if you plug in the booking feature like you were talking about before, right? And I mean,
Mhm.
some people want that, man. And if you
yeah.
can offer that too, like that's huge.
I almost feel like now that I think about it, I remember watching this one guy where there's even that big junk removal company called Loaded Up or Load Up, where
Yeah,
like
load up. Yeah,
you physically book online. I have a mattress outside. Here's the time. Pick it up. I
yeah,
prepay. So maybe I mean that's one specific niche. I'm thinking even junk removal.
yeah.
Like just come pick up my crap. It's on the curb or
Absolutely.
whatever.
The only issue with that is people don't want to carry all that shit out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Most
yeah,
people don't. But some
yeah.
people who will do it, I mean, me personally, I would love to do that. Like I do DoorDash, like just leave it out front, and my kid goes and grabs it for us. Like I don't like, you know what I mean? Like delivery stuff, I feel like that's all trending that way too. So
Yeah.
I think it's cool, man. It's exciting. I think the people who are going to win in the future with it are the people who understand it and, use it, take advantage of it.
It's almost now that you mention that the whole DoorDash Uber. I mean that culture's been built up after a few years,
Yep.
and now it's the AI. It's almost
Yep.
like even more seamless
Absolutely. Definitely.
transaction.
Yeah, I think it's exciting to see.
I gotta go get ready for a podcast, guys. It was good seeing
All
you.
right, buddy. Have a good weekend.
Go Birds.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You see that draft for you? Ah, he left. But yeah, I think it's exciting. But dude, I'm really sorry, guys. Corey totally bailed or thought it was the wrong time because he's in Phoenix. I emailed him, didn't hear from him. So I will let you guys know when I hear back from him. But I'm gonna Eric, what do you say, buddy? I can't see you. Get a review of the Google Ads setup. Eric, you can talk, dude. Just raise your thing or turn
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'm good. I was hoping maybe I could. Sandy and I are part of a team, and we're not used to cranking up Google Ads from the beginning. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we're new to it, but that's the reality we're faced with. And so we had some questions, or
Yeah, shoot.
I was wondering if we could kind of just share what we've got set up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so I recently started up some Google Ads for landscaper. Well, it's actually almost been 4 weeks now. So but I've got, different I don't think the conversion tracking was set up right from the beginning.
It usually isn't.
I'm usually using GHL. And I think now it might be working right, but I'm not sure. But it's not performing the greatest.
Yeah.
So
did you use the GHL integration or did you put the Google codes actually on the landing page and the thank you page?
Yes.
You use the integration.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay, good. Because the integration is buggy and Fessel, we stopped doing that, right? With GHL pages?
We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, because it was buggy, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Sandy, then you have the contact form set up where you have the Google tag on the landing page and the thank you page, and you have the event snippet code only on the thank you page, right?
I don't know.
If you want in Google Ad School, there's a way to request a video review from me. I will go through it and
awesome.
I'll make you a video and show you. I'll check it for you to make sure it's set up correctly.
Okay.
So really, the most important things is you want to have your form tracking set up, your call extension set up, and you want to make sure that someone clicks a phone number on the page or just calls it if it's on a computer, that you're tracking that as well. And I use CallRail for that. You can use What Converts. You can use Google. It's free, but it's kind of like not 100%.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you guys how you.
Those are the ones that go click through and then call from the landing page. Is that what you're talking about?
So basically so essentially it just tracks if someone calls any phone number on the landing page, and it will track it back to the keyword that sent that in your Google Ads campaign, so you'll see it as a conversion. If you have that set up wrong, you're going to get phone calls and they're not going to reflect in Google.
That's
And
what I'm
Google's going to show
thinking.
you stats that are not true. So you could
Yeah.
be looking at your CPL for landscaping and see it's $180 and you're like, this is ridiculously unsustainable.
Hmm.
But it's really not because you
Hmm.
have more leads. It's just not tracking them correctly.
I think that's what's happening.
Probably. Honestly, most of the audits I do, it's always something with that, or it's just one of them is not working correctly.
Okay.
So yeah, just
Okay.
submit the video. I walked you through how to do it, and I'll look at it for you.
Okay. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got a bunch of different goals set up that maybe I are not needed. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I've got multiple phone call goals in there that I can just, and I need to know, can I just delete those?
Yeah, as long as you're not using them, get rid of them. I try to keep my conversion sections of my campaigns, my accounts very, very clean. Like I only
Yeah.
want to have I want my forums, my call extension, and my phone calls. That's really
Okay.
it. So yeah, I'll give you advice too on what to clean up and what to connect.
Okay.
And it's literally take 5 minutes. to do it.
Awesome.
It's
Okay.
very
So
simple.
just go in and set that up with you then?
Yeah, and I'll just do a video review of it.
Okay.
I'll request access to your account or your MCC or whatever, and then I'll just kind of go in and just show you how to do everything.
Okay.
And you can just do
Okay.
it.
Well, that's the other thing. I'm not set up. I don't have an MCC set up yet, so I'm directly in his
Okay.
Google Ads.
As long
which
as you have
I
access to
think
it,
I do.
then
I do.
you can be able to approve me.
Okay.
And then I'll just
Okay.
unlink me right after. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. That's
You want to get an
amazing.
MCC set up.
I know.
As
Yeah.
as soon
I
as
can
possible.
see. I can see that. I
Otherwise,
need
you're
to
going to
do
be
that.
getting codes and pass keys, and every time you
Right.
log in, it's going to be an issue.
Right. Yeah, that's already been happening. So I know I
Yeah.
need to do that.
Are you
So,
guys are you and Eric partners in the same?
so we're kind of right
Yeah.
now. We're working together. I'll
Awesome.
just say that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So,
are you guys
We're in a
landscape niche?
accountability group,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
working
good,
together
good.
to grow
Yeah.
things, so.
Yeah, so we're kind of both starting out. I've worked in Google Ads before, but not setting them up. Like I've always been the
Yeah.
one that checks the campaigns.
Yeah,
So for budgets and stuff. So like setting them up is kind of new to me.
yeah.
So
it's,
I just want to make sure I didn't.
it's definitely confusing if you're not used to it, but you do like 3 of them and you'll be a pro. It's
And
really
they
simple.
and they make it sound like it's so simple.
It
But
is, and-
maybe it is. Maybe it is. And I
It-
just
It's definitely not simple, but like the way you feel right now about Google Ads is how I look at Facebook Ads Manager, and I'm like,
Mhm.
it's like a Rubik's cube, and I don't understand anything or
Yeah.
where anything is, and it's ridiculous.
Well, the problem is we don't know what we don't know, and then it's just
right.
Yeah,
second guessing everything.
for sure.
Mhm.
No, I'll get you guys straightened out. And landscaping is a good niche. I have a lot of clients in there. Are you guys? Is it just design, or is it mowing? Is it mulch? Is it all that stuff?
It's not mowing and it's more the design, it's the landscaping,
cool.
the big jobs. And I
Nice.
just recently paused a dumpster because they also rent dumpsters, but he's
Yeah.
like, I'm getting trash removal and stuff. So I paused that
Yeah,
ad group.
that's just a keyword for you, for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I put negative keywords in for that, but it doesn't seem to be helping. So
I'll take a look there too. I
So there's
dumpster is one of my favorite niches ever. Like
Really?
I love it. It's so easy, and the clients
Well,
are sticky. It's
That'd
just
be
how
cool.
you. It's all how you build it. That's
So
all.
maybe there's something I can do where I can retry that. But his
Yeah.
budget isn't very big.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And then
Mostly.
I also have a roofing client that I need to start setting up some Google ads for the roofing client too.
Yeah.
And I just heard, I see Bill. I wrote down your URL. So maybe we can share tips.
There you go.
Roofers are tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Is it more commercial or
no, I don't do any commercial at all.
okay.
Mine's
Yeah,
all
this is
residential.
This is more commercial.
Commercial's
but-
easier. Commercial's
Really?
easier. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
Bill, your company's Roofer HQ?
Yeah.
That sounds really familiar.
There's another guy that's got a couple social accounts at Roofer HQ.
Yeah.
But I've had my site up for years and never done anything about it. And I just exited my company,
Yeah.
my residential company that I have for 50 years. And but
Crazy.
the funny thing is I'm still doing roofs.
Yeah.
So-
I've got a following that's huge, and that's, maybe
Yeah.
I was crazy for getting out of it, but I was starting to go crazy. So
So you are a roofer, like you Like,
Yeah,
certain.
I started a company when I was 18 and I just got rid of it. And that's
Oh,
50 years later. So
oh gosh.
if you
Wild.
Okay.
need to know anything about the residential roofing business, hit me up.
Well, they have a residential side too. So and that's the side that I think has been neglected.
Yeah.
So I need to
Sandy, do they want to run commercial primarily?
uh,
Kind
that
of
really has, yeah,
he says
probably.
that, but
Yeah.
he makes most of his money there, so that's why he's
Yeah,
saying
it's
it. Yeah.
it's big jobs, but my biggest advice if you're going to run commercial is you guys need a big location because it's so competitive if you try and go like a smaller radius type location.
Oh,
Like so the bigger
gotcha.
location, the better.
Okay.
Um,
Well, they're in Cincinnati, Ohio.
they should be
He's
fine
been
there.
there a long time. Big
Yeah.
company.
Yeah. And roofing, one of the biggest things, at least for us in roofing, is retargeting. You want to make sure you
Okay.
have retargeting, even if it's $5 a
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just it keeps in front of the people and they're really high value leads. Like as Bill has said a million times, you know, it's you make a lot of money off one of the jobs. So
Is that you wouldn't do Facebook ads for commercial?
for commercial, I haven't, no, but all of our residential is Facebook ads.
Yeah. That's what I kind of had that
Yeah,
thought.
I'm not opposed to it. I would have to talk to Fessel and Dustin. They're the ones who would be like, "This is a great idea, Rob," or "This is a shit idea." So I don't know. I'm just, hey, can we do this? And they're like, "No, we can't." I'm like, "Okay."
If you
So
start doing residential and you get in with LSAs, make sure
Oh,
that you do some of the stuff that you were just talking about with somebody picking the phone up. Because
right.
yeah,
I know. I was thinking that
roofers
same
are
thing.
awful with picking up
Mhm.
the phone.
Yeah, I think he kind of wants me to do that for him, and I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
Might
you don't
might
want
be
to do
worth
that.
it. Might be worth it.
As
Charge
long
them
as you're
all.
getting paid, just make sure you're getting paid.
right. Well, yeah. I'll have to say, I'll do
Mission.
that, but
Yeah.
here's the deal.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay. Well,
So
I
so back to
appreciate.
her landscaping project. She's got multiple funnels.
Yep.
One for the service areas, and then the setup in Google is associated with those multiple funnels. So.
Right.
Okay.
So, I mean, I feel like but my quality score is not good. So I don't know why, because I feel like
Yeah.
the keywords, the copy, and the landing pages
I have
are
an
aligned.
extremely controversial take on that, and it's because I genuinely don't care about quality score
Oh,
unless
okay.
it's like one and I'm paying like 3 times the amount for a click,
Right.
which is very rare anyway. The biggest focus is on your conversions, conversion rate, and cost per conversion,
Mhm.
and then from there the traffic is easy to get because that's just dialing it up or down. But like I said, I'll take a look at
Okay.
it, see what you got going on. I'm sure it's.
Perfect.
What is the lead cost right now? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think it was like it depends on the ad group.
Just
So
go the campaign wide last 30 days.
campaign wide.
If you look at the campaign view, it'll just show
Not good.
average.
Let's see. Click-through rate. 90, 91,
That's not terrible.
69.
That's not terrible. That's a good start. You can easily cut that in half.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Awesome.
show you some tricks. Again, we have a lot of guys in that space, so
I started watching your school things last night. So
yeah,
trainings. So
there's a lot in there. Just it's like
yeah.
drinking from a fire
It's
hose. So just
it
take it in
is.
stride.
It's like I'm like I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
And I dreamt about it. So okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
So
go
just
in there
submit that and I'll pop in there and do that.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Other than that, guys, it's 2 minutes left and then it's going to kick us out. So I'm just going to end it here. Everyone have a great weekend and I'll see you in school.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you, Rob.
All right.
Sure.
Later.